Hi guys, in today's video we are going to be learning all about the double under. The double under is a movement that you do with your jump rope. It's a movement we do a lot of times in CrossFit classes. You could also just do it in high intensity classes, strength and conditioning, or even if you're an at-home person that likes to work out, you can do it there. So that's a good thing about the jump rope. You can practice or do it in a workout at home, at the gym. It's a piece of equipment that's obviously small and light, so you can take it with you. You can even take it with you if you're traveling. But we're gonna learn, like I said, the double under. The single under is going under your feet with the rope 1 time, and the double under is going under your feet with the rope 2 times. So we're going to learn the movement and how you can practice to hopefully master this skill. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with 2 ways that I want you to warm up, because we use a lot of our calves and our ankles in the double under. So yes, it looks silly, and yes, you might even feel silly doing it, and it seems like it's just like, hey, everybody should be able to do this. But we're gonna just start with jumping. So you'll see me in just a second. I'm gonna just start jumping to warm up my ankles, and then you'll notice that I start jumping and I'm tapping my legs 2 times. So I want you to listen to that tap, because that's what the rope is going to hopefully sound like in a couple minutes when we get there. But it's also going to teach you the quickness that you need with your hands when we start to spin the rope, and how high you're going to need to jump for that rope to make its way under our feet 2 times. So let's watch that first. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and grab our rope. And the first thing we're gonna do once we have our rope is make sure that we can do single unders. So making sure we can do single unders shows, yes, you can jump, yes, you can have that rope pass under your feet without tripping up under you, and it just starts to get us warmed up. The single under is going to look like this. Now, once you get some reps with the single under, we're gonna move on to just doing 1 double under at a time. So we're literally gonna try for 1 rep, and then we're gonna stop, take a breath, and try it again. When you start doing this, I want you to make sure you're jumping extra high and you're spinning that rope really fast. Also notice when you're jumping high and getting ready for your double under, you need to make sure you're staying on the balls of your feet. So if you feel your heel hitting the ground too, almost flat-footed, that rope's gonna have a harder time of making its way under you. When you jump on the balls of your feet, you get really good height, and then also that rope doesn't have to make it under your whole foot. It only has to make it through the kind of toe and ball of your foot area. So you'll see in a second, I really want you to try to stay up on your toes. Once you master the 1 double under at a time, then we can move on to trying to string some together with a single under in the mix, like this. Another thing to focus on when we are doing the double under is not only our feet and how high we are jumping, but where our hands are in relation to our body. So when we start to jump, we want our hands to be pretty close to our sides, and we want our arms to remain long. If your arms start to come out while you're jumping, that's gonna shorten the length of the rope, which leads to you tripping more because that rope gets shorter. Same thing if our arms start to bend, the rope gets shorter in length, so you might trip more. So watch as I start to go, my arms are gonna remain nice and long, and then I'm actually gonna bring them up and out, and you're gonna see how, obviously, I'm gonna trip. And you'll trip. We've talked about our feet, we've talked about how I want to stay on our balls of our feet and the toes of our feet rather than the full foot and the heel. We've talked about how high we want to jump. I also want to talk about your knees. Our legs matter in the double under. So I'm going to show you in just a second how I'm going to try to stay pretty tall with my chest, my hips, and my knees. And then I'm also going to show you the wrong way, which is kind of like bunching up. So you'll see me kind of pull my knees in, which is a common fall I see in double unders. But when you do that, it's very, very fatiguing. We want to stay pretty relaxed and really just let our ankles, let your calves, let your jumpers do the work for you. So I'm going to show you a couple the right way, and then I'm going to show you a couple the way I don't want to see them done. See, you end up tripping. It's ugly, it's super fatiguing, so we want to stay nice and tall. Like I said, let your ankles, let your calves do most of the work for you. And finally, here is what a set of double unders is hopefully going to look like for you. Just getting more and more reps under your belt can really help how comfortable you are with spinning that rope extra fast and getting it under you 2 times steadily and confidently as you go. That's pretty much all I have for you today in learning the double under, ways to warm up, different things you can think about while you are actually performing the movement. Main thing is, main takeaway, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice for 10 minutes a day, just trying to get some reps under your belt. Don't fall into the trap of that single under between each double under. I know it's good to maybe start there, but as soon as you feel like you've got your double under, you've got to keep continuously practicing one after another so that you can get confidence in the movement and nail it during class, during a competition, or even if you're just training at home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find it helpful, and I hope you master those double unders. Let me know in the comments if you have any other topics you want me to hit on soon, and please like, share, and subscribe as always.